I want to talk a little bit more about Nope, because I saw Nope for a second time last night, and I loved it even more the second time. Now, this is going to be a spoiler review. So if you have not seen Nope, it's been out already for a week, okay? It's been out for a week. If you haven't seen it, you might want to bug out for 10, 15 minutes. I love this film even more the second time. Of course, Nope from Jordan Peele, who I think is channeling a little bit of Signs and a little bit of Steven Spielberg, in that he creates this likable family, brother, sister, that have this company, Haywood Ranch, you know, they're horses, and they work in the film industry. And what I love about this film is, from the trailers, this is a movie about aliens. It's not. It's not about aliens. Because here's the reveal. This is your last chance. We're going to get deep into spoilers here. It's not an alien. It is a creature that roams the skies, stays hidden, and sucks up life into its belly. It's horrifying. I think it's like Jaws in the clouds in that sense, right? And the whole thing is they're trying to just get, and this is also what I love about the film. Two things I really love about this movie. One, it's not about what you think it's about. The trailers are total deflection. So it's really about this creature that flies in the clouds. It's almost like a air jellyfish, right? In a sense, kind of an air jellyfish that sucks its prey into its belly. But also it's about getting the perfect shot. And this is something that this is what making movies is. Making movies is getting the perfect shot. And so this brother sister team from the ranch, they enlist the aid of a guy who works at Fry's Electronics, which is awesome, because Fry's Electronics, is it still around? The chain still around?
In Phoenix it is, in Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a grocery chain. It's Fry's, but they sell mostly groceries.
Oh my God, that's weird. Okay, so I used to go to Fry's Electronics in Burbank all the time. And someone pointed out last week when we were talking about it, that each of the Fry's has like a different theme, each Fry's store. The one in Burbank had a theme of alien invasion. So the front of the Fry's is a space, like an alien saucer with aliens crashed. And then as you go throughout the store, you see like the military fighting the aliens, like all these sort of like scenes. It's so great. It's so great. I wish it was around now, just so I could go and take pictures, but God, I love that Fry's. But what it's about is, you know, the brother sister, they enlist this guy who works at Fry's, who's kind of a nerd, and he's just going through a breakup, but he knows a lot about electronics equipment. He's kind of obsessed with UFOs and whatnot. Then they enlist the aid of a cinematographer who they met on the set of some show that they were doing, and to help them get this perfect shot. They've got to get a perfect shot. The problem is that every time this jellyfish saucer comes down, all electronics go out, right? It's like it has a magnetic field where everything electronic just doesn't work. So what do? The cinematographer gets this hand crank IMAX camera, and it's immune to the electricity going out. Why? Because you got the hand crank, and they're just trying to get that perfect shot, and the way that they get it is pretty incredible. And there's also this theme of like animals and wildlife being scared, and what it does, turning them violent. So there was this show called what's it called? Hey Gordy or something.
Like that. The animal's name is Gordy, the chimp.
The animal's name is Gordy, a chimp. And this is also ripped from the headlines. There's an accident that happens on a sitcom where a young actress's face is ripped off by a monkey, right? You don't realize it, but it's a little thread that goes throughout. Then there's also the horses being scared by loud noises and other things, right? Gordy's Home is the show. Thank you for that, Max One Up. So it's Gordy's Home. Gordy's Home. It looks like a cheesy 90s sitcom, right?
Yeah.
With a monkey. And there's also so Gordy as the monkey gets scared. The horses also get scared. There's an accident when there's a loud the horse is confronted with its own image, right, in a mirrored ball. And so similar here with this creature that's surveying the skies and sort of sucking up whatever it can get a hold.
It's feeding. It's feeding.
Yeah. There's a scene with Stephen Yeun's character. Stephen Yeun plays this, former child actor who has like this carnival out in the desert, right? This sort of little mini theme park carnival. And because of this creature, he puts on a show, right? I mean, it's sucking up horses. And he allows people to watch it, right? Which ends up resulting in everyone in the audience getting sucked into this thing. And it's incredibly disturbing. It's horrifying because it doesn't show everything. You see like sort of like people being crunched and brought into this. And then it expels like waste in the form of like it can't digest metal. So metal comes down like keys and coins, and I just love everything about this. Like Jordan Peele is a total cinema nerd. He is a nerd of the history of movies, right? It opens with that, like the first image is like the first moving image in the 1800s, which was a black man like riding a horse. It was like 2 seconds moving image. And that is played the family that has the horse ranch, they're descendants of that person. And they kind of tie that in, which is really interesting. The whole like, getting the cameras and trying to get the perfect shot. How do you get the perfect shot? Like that aspect of it is really fascinating. And then how the creature is defeated is in a really weird, funny, almost funny way, right? I just thought what's weird is, so I saw it yesterday, Thursday. It's been out for a week, and the screening was packed. It was like the 6:30 p.m. screening, and I was surprised. It's like, oh, this is really crowded. Like, how is this crowded on, like, movie's been out for a week? So I hope it has a strong second weekend. Mm-hmm. But if you look for these themes, like the thread of like, getting the perfect shot, which is all what filmmaking is, whatever shot you're doing, you're trying to get the perfect version of that to assemble it to make a movie, right? And this is about that. And there's so much else going on. I just love all the threads. The thing with Gordy is horrific because you end up seeing that, you see that Stephen Yeun is still friends with his, former cast member on Gordy's home, and she's disfigured, but wearing a t-shirt of what she used to look like. Which is horrific. It's horrific. So, Alan, what are your spoilerish thoughts? We still have some people left. Okay, some people did leave, but what are your spoilerish thoughts? And we'll wrap this up in a few minutes and go to comments.
Yeah, this being my first Jordan Peele movie I've seen, I liked it. I don't know that I'm in awe of it like you are. To me, it just felt like a fairly straightforward alien movie. The idea being, there's this alien out there. We need to figure out what it is, and then we need to figure out how to survive it. Then we need to figure out how to defeat it, which is kind of like science. Right. And it pretty much plays out like that. What I did like about it was the imagery and some of the whole Gordy thing is just, I cannot get these images of this chimp and his look out of my head. But at the same time, it felt like there was more to that story. I talked to someone about this, but as much as I like the imagery and I like the story and what happened with Gordy in that flashback, I had to kind of think about why was it there in this movie in the first place? Why did it need to be there? Could it have been cut out and still have the same movie? And the reality is okay, I understand why it's in there, but now I'm taken out of the movie to kind of figure it out. and to think about it. And
This is what I love. It's like I like movies where we're still discussing. I think we're going to get to your chat comments.
Right. But I'm taken out of the movie to think about it and then have to get back into it.
Well, look, I like movies that have stuff like that. It's like it does fit in with, the idea of
the theme, yeah.
The threads and the themes, and there are many in this. There are many threads and themes, and I think that they do connect. And I like all the inside. There's a joke in it about how they worked on the movie, that movie with The Rock, with Scorpion King.
Yeah, Scorpion King. That was it.
So Scorpion King is mentioned in the movie. It's also like about working in the industry too, and just like the people who work below the line in the film industry. It's not glamorous. It's not glamorous stuff. And then the way you see like the assistant director bringing over the actress, everybody, it's so and so, like this actress, let's clap for it just shows how phony and bullshit a lot of the stuff in the film industry is, or at least that's the way I saw it. So I like that aspect. Let's get to your comments and questions here. Yeah. Scott Slaughterbeck says, "Why name your film Nope?" Can I just say why? Say why? You remember it.
Yeah.
You remember it.
When it happens, you remember.
Nope. When it happens. Yeah. It's also, you remember it like as a piece of marketing, remember it. Like you know what? Some people I'm like, oh, I don't remember that. I can name all of Jordan Peele's movies. Get Out, Us, Nope. And can't wait to see what he does.
And knowing the title of the movie beforehand, and then when it happens, it's like you do not forget the moment it happens in the movie.
right. And Solomon Thornton, Nope, gave me Jaws vibes. I loved it. Yeah, it feels like Sky Jaws. It's like because it's like here's why. And Solomon, I agree with you. It's because you're afraid when it's there, and you're also afraid when it's not there, because where the hell is it? Yeah. Right. And so that.
And that natural fight or flight reaction, you have to subdue that in order to survive.
Jake Skywalker says Signs is so much better than Nope, not even comparable.
I think Signs had more to say. I think Signs had more to say than Nope did in terms of the general, culture.
And I do like Signs. I'm not a M. Night Shyamalan hater. I don't know if you saw Old. I don't think we were doing.
I haven't seen it, no.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Old. We'll talk about that another time. Okay. Josh Levesque says, I was so hoping for aliens, but we ended up with some damn hot air balloon looking mofo. Lol. I disagree. I think that we've seen aliens before. I feel like that's what made the movie we've seen aliens, so it's aliens on a ranch. So what? We've never seen this before. This is not this. In my recollection, I have never seen the horror movie like this. And I think the whole thing, I remember complaining, they showed too much in the trailer. They showed that it's aliens. That's lame. And I'm wrong. So there you go. Yeah. Tim C, the Noodles of Nudeland director.
Hey, check out. Yeah, I got your message, and I will write you back soon.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Alan gets to his emails within a week. Yeah. Gotta give Alan time. I'm always reminding Alan, Alan, dude, you gotta respond.
Well, he got me over social media, and I don't usually do.
Yeah, I don't do DMs all that well. I'm terrible at social media because I like to post and
email me. That's the faster way.
Yeah. Well, I'm fast.
We'll get back to you.
Can I just say I'm faster than Alan when it comes to email?
Yes, you are.
If there's a contest,
yeah, so you're quick.
Who cares? Okay. Tim says, I'm going to see Nope today. I read all the spoilers. I hear it's too slow, but I want to have my own opinions about Sky Jellyfish. Yeah. It's, I don't think it's slow. Was it slow?
It's slow, but not annoyingly slow.
Not annoyingly slow.
No, it paces itself out.
The pacing is deliberate and it matters and is important. Scott Slaughterbeck says, I loved Fries. Same. Bad Adam 12. I remember reading in a UFO magazine back in the 90s that some researchers thought UFOs were actually animals that looked like discs. Can't remember the researcher's name. Ooh, that's interesting, Bad Adam 12. That's interesting. I love that. Yeah. Eric Jimenez says, had a blast with Nope. Everyone talking about the chimp scene, but the abduction scene was the most disturbing part to me, especially when you learn later it's eating them. Yeah,
yeah.
it
Well,
was.
the fact that it was holding them for a while before it ate them. And
Yeah.
so just the screams going by was
Yeah, the ship is flying, but you hear the screams of people. That was so haunting,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was haunting. Amanda and Wiki, how did they find film for a hand crank camera?
people still shoot on film.
They still shoot on film. They still shoot on film. So, and the cinematographer is like what's so funny is the cinematographer that's in this movie, he's like all the cinematographers I've met. They're all like these grizzled, don't give a fuck. Like they're like off-duty cops. They're like, yeah, whatever, man. You know, like nothing affects them. It's great. Spidey Sensei 72 says, actually just ordered tickets for a 3 p.m. showing of Nope. My curiosity finally got the best of me. Spidey Sensei, go see it. But you might want to stop listening to us. Jake Skywalker can suck up an entire audience, but can't handle a kite string. Yeah, that was part of it, I think. I don't know. I mean, you got to suspend your disbelief there a little bit. Max One Up says, enjoyed the homage to the Akira motorcycle slide in the final scene. Yeah, I love that. That was great. In the third act, there's this really cool thing where someone on a motorcycle from TMZ is trying to get footage. Interesting. Daniel for 5 says, originally loved Jordan Peele. Then he turned me off with his politics taking over his creativity. Is this back to basics for him, or does he lecture? I don't think there's anything lecturing.
No
There's
lecture
nothing. I don't think there's anything really woke in it. And what I like, and I think that Jordan Peele has said this before, that he will, and I like that he does this. He wants to have Black actors in his movies, but it's not about them being Black. They're just people with a story. I love that. I love that. It's not sort of being burdened with having to have a political message. It's like, no, they're just people who have a ranch. They kind of work in the film industry, and they have all these horses, and this thing starts happening to them. It's just, I really love that. So Daniel, don't be turned off. Here's what I do. I don't read social media for the most part. There's certain people I follow for humor or whatnot, but yeah, because I just like, there's just certain people that like after a while they're just insufferable on social media. So I tune them out. The mute button, I don't block people, but I mute people. I don't, because I just don't care. You know, never feed a troll.